Hi Gemini, welcome to your October 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Skills Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This will not resonate with every Gemini that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading's not for you at all, Gemini, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Gemini and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Gemini, let's get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume is kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit only for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's tune in. All right. So let's see what's going on for my Geminis in the month of October in love and romance. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with a Gemini. What is going on for Gemini in romance in the month of October? What is the energy surrounding Gemini's spirit? Oh, okay. So we have separation, okay? And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So some of you guys may be going through a breakup right now. You're in separation with someone whose energy is surrounding you at this time. I wonder if they're really wanting to reach out because that card being stuck was being a little bit stubborn, as if someone's resisting a separation. Someone's energetically sending their energy your way, Gemini, and that's because when they think about you constantly, that energetic cord is kind of what's still being implemented between the two of you, and maybe you're both thinking about each other a lot. But you're keeping your distance because maybe this just happened recently. Maybe you are leaving the ball in their court because it's time for them to act out of something. I'm kind of picking up on Sagittarius energy for some of you guys. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. The letter S is also sticking out to me, as in Sean, as in Samantha, first, middle, last initial could mean something to someone out there. But yeah, there is a bit of a longing, there is a bit of a yearning, or maybe even someone's deciding that it's time to kind of separate for your own good. So yeah, I wish I could always provide those readings where it's going to be the love of your life, but my role here as a healer, as a light worker, is to provide messages of clarity, insight, healing, and guidance. And I hope that whoever's going through a bit of a separation, a bit of a breakup, or you're really missing someone's really missing you, I hope I could give you the message that will help you heal or give you any sort of confirmation as to what someone else may be feeling at this time that you can't 100% verify. But a lot of you have this gut feeling about this person in this situation. Let's keep going. Tell me more about the energy surrounding Gemini at this time. Okay. Rejection. Wow. Yeah. Okay. It says this rejection is actually divine protection. So some of you may have been ghosted recently. Some of you, this person just like walked out of your life and you have no idea why, especially when everything was going so well, or that you felt like the energy, the chemistry was so strong between the two of you. It just ended. And I feel some of you just want clarity on this. It feels a bit cold here. My hands are getting very cold. Someone may have been known for having cold hands, maybe cold feet, quite honestly. But what's really sticking out to me, Gemini, is that this rejection is actually divine protection. So, you know, maybe it just isn't the right time right now. Maybe this person's not in a vibration or a frequency that would meet you at yours, and it would take you down a lot more pain, a lot more hurt. I wonder if someone just feels like they can't measure up to you, Gemini. And because they notice this or feel this way, they just broke up with you before you could break up with them. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get the tarot into this and dive deeper into this situation for you guys, okay? I don't feel this is anything about to happen unless you guys have been weighing this on your mind. I feel this is what you're going through now. And maybe this separation happened at the end of September for you guys. All right, so 3 of Swords, yeah, dead center of this. Libra energy. You could have Libra in your chart. You could be dealing with the Libra. Does not have to be the case. Let's get all the cards out first before we dive into this. Maybe some of you guys are breaking up with someone because you know it's what's best for you. They weren't the ones that were willing to fight for you, or they took you for granted, or they didn't. The fire just kind of died between the two of you. Maybe that's what you recognize here. And you want the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. All right, this makes a lot of sense. Let's get into it. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. Aries energy. So this is like the background, the setup, or the past between the two of you. And that's where I feel some of you guys just don't understand where everything went wrong, because the pull, the drive, the passion, the chemistry was intense. You felt very passionate for one another. And I feel with this 2 of Wands that maybe Gemini, they were the first to hit on you, the first to ask you for your number. And then in that period, they were very prompt and persevering in wanting to hang out with you, wanting to see you. But it does feel sexually motivated. I have to be honest here. My sacral chakra is very activated right now. And maybe you felt that same sacral chakra activation. Obviously, you guys were very attracted to one another's appearances. Maybe this person was just your type. And you were excited when this person reached out to you or wanted to take you out on a date or wanted to hang out with you. The sexual energy between the two of you is very strong. I do feel that you guys had a lot of nights spent with one another that were memorable. So where did the fire die? Where did this intensity kind of die out? I do feel for someone, you kind of started to notice that this energy may have not have been directed just to you. I do feel for some of you, you've kind of found out or were aware of or brought to your attention that you're dealing with a player or a playette. And this is someone who is sexually motivated, sexually driven. And I think that's where you guys kind of found out that this is where you weren't compatible. But for those of you where this was kind of a shock, you didn't know why, like, I do feel like there was someone who has caught their attention, someone that they think that they can have something with for now. This is someone who is a bit impulsive, someone who gets distracted very easily, who likes to have a variety, who likes to have options. And for others of you, I wonder if this person, decided to have a different connection with someone else, and that's what you found out or became aware of. So let's go ahead and get into this. The center of this is the 3 of Swords. Libra energy. So there is heartbreak. There is sadness that you may be going through right now. Or you know what? I wonder, Gemini, if because you kind of started to see this person's true intentions, or you started to see that this person wasn't taking this seriously, taking you seriously, you felt like maybe even always started where you guys were once hanging out consistently, they started to rain check you on certain dates or certain events that you guys invited them to, and then they would say, you know, last minute they couldn't make it for whatever reason. You may have decided that you had to break up with them. And I do feel both of you are hurt by this. Both of you are experiencing the loss of this, maybe in different ways, maybe in different measures. But with this Three of Swords, yeah, I do feel that October for you guys is about healing this separation, healing this breakup. I do feel, you know, it wasn't the right time. It just wasn't the right way. And this wasn't the person that you were going to be happy with, despite the excitement and the passion that kind of started this connection. It eventually faded out. I do feel like someone's still waiting for you, Gemini, to reach out, to make amends, to respark this connection. But I just feel, you know, it's best to keep your distance. It's best to disconnect. It's best to separate. And someone may be kind of fighting that. And someone may be hurt by your rejection. But looking at the cards here and the roles here, and again, they could always be reversed, but I definitely feel, Gemini, you feel the one rejected right now. And I just gotta say, with the Page of Wands crossing this reading, challenging this reading, this person was definitely immature. This person was definitely someone who is all about the moment, about what is right now. They don't look in the long term. And maybe they are just trying to keep things as casual as possible with no strings attached, out of self-protection with the Four of Pentacles, with what we see here. But yeah, I do feel like someone here just feels like they really did get played and they got misled, and it hurts. And maybe someone, you or them, is just checking your phone to see if they'll reply or if they'll message. Like, I'm seeing someone checking their phone quite a bit, and they leave it turned down because they don't want to be tempted by checking it, but they can't help but do it eventually. If you are the one that had to break up because, again, you just didn't want this anymore, it was hurting you more than benefiting you, behind closed doors, Gemini, they are upset by it. But I think they're kind of realizing they can't have their cake and eat it too with you. So let's go ahead and see what's crossing this is the Page of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So to me, this is the challenge of the situation, and this is probably what led you guys to this separation, immaturity. You know, I do feel like someone just kind of came to the realization that this was only sexual, that someone only wanted to hit you up when they wanted to come over and you know, share a night with you, share a bed with you. And as you felt like you kept on being used that way, or the situation was that way, the more the desire for this kind of faded out. And I still feel like, Gemini, with this Page of Wands energy here, they still have this attraction towards you. They still have this desire for you, but it's something that you don't even feel flattered by anymore. You don't even feel like it's like a duh for you now, honestly. And I think this person just wasn't willing to mature. This person wasn't willing to grow. This person's very happy right now with being single, ready to mingle, having no exclusive connections or relationships right now. And I think your lifestyles and what you wanted in relationships differed from one another. For someone, I gotta say, maybe they moved on to someone who is much younger. I do see someone who like follows accounts on social media, or maybe looking on their phone through like very accounts that are very sexually motivated, that you know, post certain pictures to gain a certain audience. No judgment here, but just putting that out. OnlyFans, type of energy here. Porn, definitely, for sure. That someone is very invested in. But I think it's just the immaturity, the inconsistency, the unreliability, the temporary is what kind of made someone finally want to separate this, or you're starting to see it now. It was just all temporary in this person. I'm seeing a white jacket or a white sweater. Maybe it's cream colored. That someone may wear all the time, or last time you saw them they were wearing that. Crowning the reading is the Ten of Cups, Pisces energy. So for some of you, I do feel you had those daydreams, those visions of having the Ten of Cups with this person, that you thought time would heal, that give it some time and they'll grow, they'll be the person for you. For some of you, you really did think this person was a soulmate or a partner that you would rely on for a long time until this hit. Maybe they kind of always, to keep you around, would say that, okay, one day, and kept you on that hope of it. Others of you with this Ten of Cups, this is what you're looking for. You want emotional fulfillment. You want stability. You want happiness. You want someone that wants to be in a relationship. You want to get married one day. You want to have kids one day. And maybe you saw that it couldn't really happen with this person. Someone may have put their heart out there, or an offer out there, that was just simply rejected. Like, I have feelings for you, I want this with you, and you never got a reply, or they just straight up said, that's not what I'm looking for. Now, for others of you, if what I'm mainly picking up is their energy here of the Three of Swords. They really didn't know what they had until it was gone. And I'm hearing that song by Alice DJ, Better Off Alone. Like, they really thought they were better off alone, they were better off single. But now, not having you there, not having you have those phone calls you used to have, or those weekends you used to spend, those nights you used to spend, they're kind of missing you around. You did give them that emotional fulfillment, Gemini. Even if it was a bit selfish, even if it was a bit consuming more than giving, you did provide some sort of emotional stability in their life that they just couldn't give you. Now, some of you, I wonder if you have moved on to a new relationship that they just found out about, even if it's been a while ago. They recently checked your social media or heard about you guys being in a new relationship, and a part of them is a little bit hurt. A part of them is a bit heartbroken, but they keep their distance because they know they don't have that chance if you're with someone else. Rooting this Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. So yeah, I do feel someone knows it's best to not reach out, that even if it's pulling at their heartstrings to do so, it's not going to benefit them. It's not going to provide for them. It's not going to heal them by staying in this, by being as motivated in this. I do feel someone, fighting the urge to reach out, but know it's best not to. And with the Knight of Cups in reverse, someone who uses emotions to get what they want, uses and says all the right things to get someone's heart chakra going. They're very good with their emotions. They're very good with their words, as far as good with their emotions, as far as knowing what emotion to reflect in order to get what they need. But with the Knight of Cups, someone's not giving in anymore. Someone's not willing to open up that cup of love anymore. And maybe for someone, yeah, the rejection of that offer that someone, it took a bit of courage to build up, to reach out and to speak on. It wasn't received. It wasn't validated. It wasn't honored. And, you know, rooting this connection just made someone feel bad about themselves. And if there's more fear, if there's more sadness, if there's more anxiety, there's more stress in a connection than there is love, excitement, and joy, that's a big red flag that this situation isn't what someone wants or needs in their life. I do feel someone that's very insecure here, and I think that's the person you're dealing with. And with that insecurity within themselves, the love they don't have for themselves, there's no way they could give that to others. And so they look for that in sexual means, by instant ego gratifications, of flirtation, of, I don't know, they're always looking for something to make themselves feel better. And when something, even if it is everything that they could want, subconsciously, consciously, they make the choice to go after the things that give them more variety. For some reason, it's not enough for this person to hear from the same person, the only person that they love them or that they have feelings for them. They need to hear that from multiple people. And even with the Ten of Cups crowning this and the Knight of Cups reverse rooting this, someone's a little bit afraid of love now. Someone's a little bit afraid of opening up now, and someone needs to heal and do the healing in order to be open to this again. But it may take some time. And take all the time you need if that's a message for you. The Ten of Cups is meant to be for you. But again, like, you can't have the Ten of Cups if there's lingering energy that has been tearing at your heartstrings. So don't feel pressured. Maybe someone does feel pressured to get married, to have kids, from society, from someone's parents, but you have your own journey, your own path, your own way. And if someone else doesn't understand that, you should have that for yourself, and that understanding and that compassion for yourself. Your energy in this, Gemini, is the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy. Different messages for different groups of you. So for some of you, obviously the one that is going through this rejection, who feels rejected by, there's still a lot of confusion around the situation. But I think there's only confusion because you didn't see every aspect of this person, all the parts of this person, until this happened. They were very good at hiding the sneakier side of themselves, the emotionally unavailable side of themselves. But even for some of you, it may make you more confused, because even though they're not reaching out to you, even though they're not talking to you, you see that they're still on your social media. You still see them watching you in some way, following you, checking your social media stories, or even people are telling you that they asked about you in some way. Or you still just feel their energy lingering around, and clearly it's here in their reading, right? So it's making you kind of confused as to why they are still showing up. And for some of you, which is the other part of you, if this is how they view you, Gemini, if you're the ones to pull away, separate, break off, like, it was fine before with other people, but with for some reason it's different with you. For some reason, there's still some emotional attachment to you. There's feelings for you that they didn't expect to catch. And they still find it confusing. They still find it intriguing as to why with you it's hitting differently, it's sitting differently. But I don't think they'll show that to you. Not in October. And I only say that because their energy and how you see them in this is the Four of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. They're closed off. I think they would never tell you how they're feeling about this. They want to look like they have the upper hand. They want to look like, you know, they're the ones with everything that you want. So they're keeping their distance. They're keeping themselves closed off. And especially if they're the ones rejected or feel rejected by you, Gemini, if you broke this off or pulled away or whatever, like, they're trying to seek other ways of fulfilling that heartbreak that they're going through with you right now. They're trying to date other people, see other people, have sex with other people to forget about you, but I don't think it's working. Truly, that's just a band-aid over a very deep scar that they have within them. They may even be, you know, dating a coworker, flirting with a coworker, or hooking up with a coworker right now to kind of fulfill that need within them right now that they can't fulfill with you. But yeah, I think for now, they want to keep things separate. They want to keep their distance. They don't want to recognize all the pain that may be lingering, that they may have put on you, or maybe that's even growing within them. It's too hard for them right now, and they don't want to deal with it right now. They don't deal with a lot in their life. They ignore a lot in their life, which goes to show with the Page of Wands crossing all this. And that's where they're keeping things at for most of October. But I do feel they have this haunting of you, Gemini. And it's going to grow more and more the more they ignore this. All right, Gemini, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold in this connection, what else do you need to know, Gemini, that we can dive deeper into and just extend this reading on? I'm going to pull oracle cards. I'm going to pull some more tarot. And if you still have unanswered questions, I hope that to answer those questions during the extended reading about all of this and why they may still be appearing in your life right now, your reading right now. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. If this is where you depart, Gemini, I really hope that this is giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life of what may be going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.